Guys, welcome to Colouring Book Club. Thank you for being here this morning. Okay, we're all organised, I think, I hope. So today's going to be part 3 of Raven Feelings, Dreams of Dragons and Dragon King. I just had a parcel, so I just flew over to the clubhouse and picked it up. So, yeah, I'm a bit... Quickly make a coffee. It's 9 o'clock on the dot, so I'm good. Morning to you, Pam. So glad you're here, sweetheart. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, yep, so I got a parcel here. What a week it's been. Rightio. Let's just warm up to things first. I decided to get out my distress inks and quickly do a base. And I'll still use my pencils, but yeah, just to give you a bit of it's quicker medium. Now, I can use either end, it doesn't matter. So I've just tested him out a little bit this morning to see how it would work. And it's all good. What's been happening, girl? Anything? Hope you're doing good. Get green in there between the wings. Now this is pretty light, this green. That's why I chose it. It's a good colour green. But I'm not sure if I need to put some more ink in it as well. It might be getting a bit low. And I do have a refill. But I don't want it to be too strong, so I haven't actually put any re-ink in it yet. Because this is a good colour. And there's a lot of other greens in the distress inks that I can use as well that I'd like to have in here. I will try and make this the last part today. We'll see how we go. I might have coloured green there around his eyes. Switch that on the sides. We're still out of hospital all week. This is amazing. It means it's going to be my year. I hope so, sweetheart. I hope it is your year. Hasn't really been the case for me so much. I was born in 66, so it's the year of the horse, or year of the fire horse, apparently, or something. Um, but it hasn't exactly turned out to be my year so far. I can't remember what else, a couple of things, but last Wednesday I made a few pieces of polyurethane resin in the morning, and they turned out really cool. And then I was going to paint them that afternoon, and I had a pending update on the computer. So I did that, and everything went to shit. My start wouldn't work on the computer, and the taskbar wouldn't work on the computer. So I was trying to fix that up all day, and at 2:20 in the morning, I was in the process. I managed to get into the control panel and did a system restore. I went to bed, got 2.5 hours sleep, woke up and thought, oh yeah, the computer. And I can see it. I've got a mirror on the door where my resin jewellery is. And I could see it, and it's like, oh, there's something there. It's like, oh, it's the picture, it's back up. So I got up, opened it up, pressed on start, and it come up. It's like, oh, shit hot. Pressed on disk clean, nothing happened. Pressed on something else, nothing happened. Then it reverted back to what it was doing. And it's like, yeah. So I thought, shit, I'm up for a new bloody laptop. And the battery won't charge anymore. As soon as I take the power out, it just dies. So I got it in 2019, so it's getting old. Well, is old. And it's like, oh god, I'm up for a new bloody laptop. That's old, you know. I spent so much money last year on art supplies. It's like, no. Anyway, so I was ready to smash it, and I must admit, I am feisty, and I ended up slamming the keys with the fist a couple of times. Crap the shits with it. I broke something inside, so it started, like, if you pick it up, it rattles. I broke something, and I didn't really care because I was over it, and the battery doesn't charge anymore, so I couldn't get back in. I had to use my iPad to research and see what I could do, and apparently the update's been doing it for a few people. Start won't work, taskbar won't work. Um, no, I ended up having a shower, and Officeworks opens at 7 in the morning. So who was on their door at 7 o'clock in the morning? Was morning to you, Lisa. Good morning to you, Diane. Thank you for being here, guys. Um, so yeah, walked around, see a laptop, over 2,000. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Kept walking around. There were some cheaper ones there, and the guy was there. And I said, I need some help. Told him what was happening. He said, that's strange because I just did a Windows 11 update and everything's fine. I said, yeah, well, apparently it's happening to others as well after the new update. So I was swearing and cursing at their Windows update because everything was working fine until I did that pending restart from the update. So I was really annoyed because everything was working fine. So anyway, he helped me out, and then he suggested one, and they were like um, $897, which is still a lot of money, but that I was expecting to pay about, because the old laptop I had was 1,200, but that had like 2 terabytes or something, it had a ton of storage, and like it did everything I needed it to do. Anyway, so this one was 897, so it was half of what I was expecting to pay, and so I had a look at that one and another one beside it. What's the difference? Blah blah blah. So I grabbed that. I thought, well, that's half the price of what I thought I was going to pay. My laptop, my iPad won't, it's old and it won't update anymore. And I've certainly got my money's worth out of it. And I thought, well, while I'm here, let's spend some more money. So, um, looking at iPads and everything, and he said, oh, everyone's going for this one. He said, they're usually 500 and something, and it's 478. So it was basically $100 less than what it usually is. He said, everyone goes, unless you're doing, graphic design and all that sort of stuff, this is the one that everyone's going for. and it'll do what you need. What do you do? And I said, just emails and a couple of other things. I don't do that much on it anymore. And I said, my game, it's old, it won't update or anything. So looking at that one, I said, what about the iPad Pro? He said, now you're getting expensive. $1,700 and that. I said, like, no, 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 no. I have to dip out on that one. So I ended up grabbing a new iPad and a new laptop. And of course, reinstall everything. Luckily, all my digital downloads from the journals and that are on USB and a couple of other things, but I didn't have on my YouTube. There's like 119 tracks or something, and I didn't back them up, so I lost them and a couple of other things. But in general, I did pretty good. So I spent the next 3 days downloading everything, reinstalling OBS, and hoping everything, because I know I've been, as you know, regulars. I've been through hell since I was on the farm trying to stream and set things up and everything. So I set OBS up, and I'm really proud of myself. I did well. I set it up. I set it up good. And I did something, and it started streaming. And it's like, oh, that's working. It's like, quick, stop that, because I'm not live. I don't want to be live. Not today. So I got that up and running, got the basics of that done, reinstalled my Logitech camera, and God knows what else. Like, that was Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe even a little bit Sunday, and setting up my iPad and everything. So yeah, 3-4 days later, uh, left the charger downstairs. Be right back. No worries, sweetheart. Yeah, so it was an expensive week, but I like my new laptop and my new iPad, all fresh. And they had see what an email can do for me. I was checking my emails. I'm all set up. Check my emails, and they got the A4 12 shelves for paper. They're usually like $45, and they were $24.99. And I said, no more art supplies. I have spent enough. This is bloody ridiculous. But when are they going to be that price again? I thought I could really do with them. So I had a look, and I went up the front room and thought about it. And I thought, geez, if I could get that paper out of there and stack them in there and do this and that, that could be another shelf. That would be good. Oh, bugger it, I'll get them all there that price. So I did. I ordered them. So they're on their way. Oh my God. So now it's 11:15 at night, and I want to play. I want to prep. So I was up all night. Went to bed at like 7 o'clock or something the next morning and rearranged things and whatever in the front room. Got that organised. I'm streaming, I'm live, and I think I'm back on track. Really dilly, that's the hard part, setting everything up. Yeah, it's kind of fun when you're starting fresh and new, and over the years you learn different things, and so every time I downloaded something like my Logitech re-downloaded that, check downloads and make sure there's nothing in there, and made a folder for it in documents. I put it in there, and then do Google Chrome again, and all the other stuff, and my NCH software for converting pictures and documents and stuff. There was them, had them backed up on USB, thank God. So that was pretty easy. Got them going back on. Had to figure out how to get my music. And it's like, where's the media player? Not for playing videos, but my music. I thought, where the hell's that? So I opened up media player, and I thought, no, it's not that one. It's a different setup. And I thought, okay, I don't know. So I opened it up again, and then I pressed on full screen. As soon as I pressed on full screen, there it was. Windows Media Player Legacy. That's what I have my music on. Fantastic. Well, I've lost all my music. I've got two USBs in the car. One's mixed songs and one's AC/DC and Motley Crue or whatever. But I don't really need them on my computer. They're in the car. So I grabbed one of them and brought the mixed songs in and put that on the computer and open up Legacy and got them to play. So I've got that folder and I thought, I don't need the rest. And I thought, if I really need, I love my YouTube soundtracks and stuff, but I haven't really, like, I'm not doing uploads. I'm just doing live. So I don't really need them. If I really want to do something like a flip through of my completed pages and I need music, I'll download it then. So I'm not worried about that. Um, but I got that up and running again and God knows what. So it's kind of fun, but it's a bloody headache as well. It's like, but yeah, you learn over the years, so things were a bit easier. Although, if you don't use things over time, you forget how to do it. And then I got my Famomo because I got my new iPad. I could update everything, and I was like, this is awesome. It's awesome. So I had my Famomo on there, and I got my Famomo and charged that up, and had to figure out um, how to do that. And then I tried to print stuff out, and it's like, why won't it print the size I want and everything? And I don't know if you know, these are fantastic. I should use it a lot more because apparently the paper's got a 2 year shelf life, and I have a heap of boxes of paper that should be used. And this is fantastic, this little thing. And here we go. Yeah, we've been a sidetrack. Okay, here we do it. Good morning to you, B. Sounds like you've had an all sorted day. Yeah, I have now. And it was good, like OBS, like how many YouTube videos I watched trying to set it up and everything. Well, I did it. I was like myself, I got it all. I knew what sources were and scenes and yep. Tried to remember and I actually got into my old iPad, my old laptop and got a couple more things out of there, which made it easier. And I could, as long as I didn't touch the start and the taskbar, I was okay. So I had like the desktop had an icon for my OBS, so I got to open that. So right, what's the settings? Why can't I get the um? There's two. There's manage broadcast and something else or whatever. And I thought, why can't I get both of them up there? So I looked up my settings. I thought, okay, got it figured out. Unlock the dock. Blah blah blah. Anyway, I've got them up there. It's like awesome. They're back there. That's good. That's nice. Good control. So I got that up and running and a couple of other things and everything else. I thought, no. Nah. And then I tried to fix it and spent probably maybe 2.5 hours trying to fix my old laptop, trying to run stuff and like the technical side of stuff and um, reprogram it sort of thing. And I got so far and it said, like there's corrupted files or something or rather. So I did that and then when I re-scanned it, it said no violations found. And then the next part of the instructions were put these in one at a time. And it's like, well, they're all blah, 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 forward slash, blah, 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 forward slash on one line. And it's like, so how many is there, you idiots? Anyway, so I tried that, and every time I did it was error, doesn't recognise it or something, and in the end, and then I don't know, something else that froze again, because I must have shut it down and restarted it about 15 times. And when I took it into Officeworks with me to show him what was going on, it wouldn't let me in. He said, you have to wait 2 hours and then try again. And it's like, oh, for God's sake. I said, yeah, look, I shut it down. That it froze that many times. Anyway, so when I was here trying to fix it up, it started doing the same stuff. You go down, if I touched task, I minimised one of the things that I had up. As soon as I did that, and it's like, well, now it's down the taskbar, I can't get it back up. So the little things going down the bottom, it's just spinning, spinning, spinning. I couldn't get it back up, and anyway, I thought, I'm over this. I've wasted 2.5 hours. The battery doesn't recharge. It's old. I've got my new one. I don't want to store this one. So I'm over it. So I took it outside and broke the lid off it. Had fun doing that. Broke the lid off the top of it and sort of got my foot on it and tried to bend up the keyboard and that. I should have. I mean, I couldn't do that much with it, but you know, getting the hard drive and that out of it. And I thought, stuff it. So I just demolished it as much to some extent, bent things, broke the screen off, broke the lid off the top of it, had fun doing that, and threw it in the bin and said, bye. So now it's on its way to landfill if it's not already in landfill, which I know I should have, you know. I did take it in with me to Officeworks to get it recycled. He said, you really should get stuff off it. And I said, I know, but I can't do stuff. I can't get into stuff to do it. So anyway, so it's bye-bye. It's gone. Well, now you have everything. You will be printing a new program and lots of fun. Oh, yeah, well, thank God for USBs. Yeah, my comp is blue screening, so I couldn't stream if I wanted to. Oh, computer is blue screening, so I couldn't stream if I wanted to. Now I have to get it rebuilt. Cheaper to get it rebuilt or just update B and get a new one and be done with it. A few extra, the new one I got is 897. It's got, like he said, if you're not doing, like um um graphic design and all that, you don't really need it. And I said, well, the other one had 1 terabyte, actually has 2 terabytes, which is like a ton of space. I didn't even touch the sides with it. This one's got 512, and I've still got like, well, when I got a new USB and I got my journal folders, which is 23 of them, not including the subs. When I got that off the old laptop and put that onto the new USB. There was 5,405 items, which is 26.2 gigabyte. And this laptop has 512. So, I still got a ton of space. So it was half the price of what I thought I was. So 897 was my new laptop from Officeworks. So to get it fixed is going to cost quite a few hundred. And how old is it? I'm back, yeah, did you take hard drive out? No, I didn't. I couldn't really get in it to do stuff. I took it outside and just smashed it. I bent the lid back, broke the lid off it, stuffed it up, put my foot on it, bent the keyboard part, just got bent that a bit and heard things cracking and smashing inside. And no, I should have, but I didn't. It needs a new motherboard, I think, so it shouldn't cost too much. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, girl. But yeah, so yours is on the way out as well now. That's annoying when it does that, because then you can't get into anything, you can't do anything, and yeah. So let's get sidetracked. This is a Famomo. This is these are gorgeous. See, I got this. I don't know. I can't remember. Have I got the date? I probably have. It's gorgeous. It is so bloody cute. But anyway, you turn it on and it's a thermal printer. So there we go. So you can put different size papers in it, but this one's 5.3, right? And it's got sticker paper, normal paper, there's coloured paper you can get, but anyway, this one's 5.3, so you just stick that in there. And it's thermal, so you don't need ink or anything. You just hook it up to your iPad, your laptop, whatever, or your phone, and you can print all sorts of stuff out. You can print icon, little pictures out, print names and put them on, school project. Yeah, whatever. Labels. This does heaps. It is an awesome little thing. Absolutely love it, but I just haven't really used it as much. But yeah, I was having a play with it and I was trying to print stuff out. And it's like, why isn't it printing? Yeah, I just wasn't getting it right. Anyway, so last night I'm all set up. I'm back on track. So I watched a YouTube video when I first was checking this out, and watched it. And I thought, oh, okay. So I printed a few things, and yeah, they're really cool. It only prints in black and white, but it prints out awesome stuff, and you can do all sorts of stuff. You can print out a little picture, put a name on it, and you can do all sorts of things with it. It's awesome. It's awesome. No, it needs a new. Yep. Cute. Will you print? Will you print for your altered books? Not off that. Hang on a sec. Wait a minute. I know we sidetracked it, doesn't that? That- So I rearranged the front room for the 100th time, and now I feel once again organised. And a couple of free containers for things I make. But this is off like I said, the roll bit, so you can get different size paper. But this is what I print. This is little like little pictures that were on there that I found for like spooky from a spooky journal. So it only prints black and white. So if I put a bigger roll of paper in there, I could print that bigger. But you could put a name up there, spooky boo. You can do all different fonts, heaps of fonts and different stuff. But anyway, this is one that I got on there. So he's a little skeleton with bat wings and stuff. This is a black cat, and he's got cobweb in amongst the trees and bats and that. He's really cool. And this is really cool because I like spooky stuff. And then the little house. This is the one I was trying to do at first, and I had it there, and I'm trying to print it out, and it was too big. And then I got a real little tiny one, and it's like, why can't I do it? I think I just overloaded my brain with everything that was going on. But anyway, last night I was more settled and sat down and I thought, oh, yeah, okay. So I got that printed out. You can print it in different sizes, and there's a little one and a bigger one on the same size paper. So yeah, the Fomomo is awesome, and it's like you don't need ink for it. It's thermal printing, so it's awesome. Anyway, I've got that to put away now. What else? So I've got that organised as well. And now I've got my new iPad and everything updated, and I could download a few more apps that I couldn't do, and love it. Cheers, Brittany, haven't seen you for ages, darling. I hope you're okay. Um, yeah, no, I shouldn't have. It's gone to landfill. Because I absolutely cracked the shits with it. I was going to get the screwdriver and get inside it and just break it to bits and do all that sort of stuff, but it was just like, I'm so over it. I already punched the on the keyboard, and then I picked it up and it's like, yep, rattles now. Hello everyone. I need to go with my dad right quick and get a package for 3 bell peppers and check the pharmacy to see if his medications they've influenced me to pick up since everyone here has all of their medication. Sounds like they're having a ball with it. Yeah, I'm back up and organised, and I've got a delivery there. I've got two more. I've got one more to come, which is from Tony's Stamps from the UK. They should be here I've got my housework done yesterday. I've got everything done. I'm organised. Laptop's up and running. iPad's up and running. Everything's good. I'm organised. The front room's organised, and those stamps come, and it's like all systems go. Get stuck into it. Start making stuff for these spooky journals and whatever. It's going to be full on. Oh, yeah, it's good to see you, Brittany. I've been worried about you, girl. I hope you're alright because I haven't seen you for a while. Thank you everyone for being here. So yeah, I am colouring, but we're distracted as well. And my Heidi swap turned up. So if you want, I can colour, or we can do a bit of a unwrapping. And I've already got one lot, and I wanted another lot. They're on special. It come from America. I've got my Derwent drawing pencils swatching them now. Just crumbling. I like the colours. I will just auto replacement that one. Oh, that's a shame. I actually did the swatching because there was one YouTuber I watched that did the swatching, and yeah, they had the same problem. I don't remember. I don't know what Ryoja is. Um, but they had the same problem with one or two of their pencils crumbling and let them know or whatever. Um, but I did my swatching. I had no problem with them. Thank God. What is Ryoja? Never heard of it. Oh, yeah, I had. We can't remember everything, can we? It's a dark red. It's a dark scarlety kind of red, right up the top there. There you go. I was like, I don't know what one that is. Oh, yeah, I have heard of it. There you go. Brains can't remember everything. So there you go. It's a dark scarlet colour. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them, and they're beautiful colours. So, anyway, yeah, I know what's in that box. Well, Lisa, unwrap. You want me to unwrap, all right? So I've used old paper, distress ink, and just did the basics, and now I just got to go over with the pencil. But I will make this one the last stream. Why not? Why not? Everyone likes a goodie more. All right, I have to make sure I don't put my address on screen. So I'll do it over here. Myself the pieces. There's one, two, three. Oh, alright. So I went all out and I thought, why not? It's coming from America. I might as well do it. I think they were a bit cheaper though, on special or something. I can't remember. And it's like, well, while I'm here, I didn't get them last time because it's like scares the clappers out of you, with the money that you spend. And it's like, but well, I've got them. They'll come with this order, and then they're there forever. So I've got Spooky House die cut, which is really cool. Set of stamps. Another set of stamps. I love it, but I love this one because it's got my top hat, bowler hat, and a few other things in it, and a Western Stetson as well. It's not a Stetson because it's not tall, but a Western hat and a few other things in it. So it's really cool. Dead Man's Party, and you're all invited. Some cool glasses. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, so I've got it. Now this one I had already got, but it's a cool pack, and you get this zipper bag with it. That away. So this is from Heidi Spot in America. There we go. I have so much spooky stuff, it's not funny. So there we go. Before I do, I can't help myself. Well, tell. I can't help it. I know you're not into junk journals, but anyway, this is contact paper. like that you cover your school books and stuff with. So alcohol ink, and the colours they just come out so cool. Anyway, so I made some more of them. Got a few of them. Plus what's in here. Um, oh, there's the little ones I was trying to print on the Famono the other night. I thought I'm going to cover these in alcohol inks and just cut them up for labels and tags and whatever. See, I was trying to get the size right and I was fooling around with it and I couldn't get it right. And it's like, why can't I do it? I've used it before, not for a long time. Anyway, and then, yeah, last night, I got it easy. I got it in 2 seconds and it's like, why couldn't I do it? Anyway, in here, this is before my laptop went to smithereens. And I know, like, some people aren't into smooth stuff, but it is what it is. So I made some more polythene Euro resin, and I was going to paint them that afternoon, but here we are a week later, tomorrow, and got nowhere near it. So a couple of bones. I had a bit. I tell you, you got to work quick with this stuff. It's hilarious. You got 2 minutes, and it starts curing, and it's like rubber and white rubber, and that's yeah. Anyway, so anyway, another skull. And with the leftover, because it started curing, I got to pour it, and then on the back, I mean, you can see that. Um, yeah, the rest of it, and I was trying to, because it just turns to rubber, and I'm trying to get it in there anyway. So he's got a bit of a lumpy, bumpy back on him, which is okay because it makes him a bit 3D. But it started curing, and while you're trying to get it in there, it's still curing right in front of your eyes. It's got this big lumpy bit on the back. What else did I do? I got a mold there that's got like 9 skulls, and they're cool. Yeah, another spider for those who love spiders. There we go. He turned out really. He took a little bit of tidying up, but as you can see, he's detailed. But he's really cool. What else did I do? An anchor, which is a long way off, but I want to do the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of style. Spooky skeleton pirates and galleons and all that sort of stuff. So there's an anchor for that. And where is he? Oh, and a steering wheel. I can't. There's an actual name for them for boats, ships, galleons, but I don't know what it's called. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He fell off. Anyway, a pirate, a Jolly Roger. So I'll paint him up. I've got a picture of him, red and black, and he looks really cool. So I'm going to paint him up the same because he looks awesome when he's painted. So that's a Jolly Roger. And then other mould has got 9 different skulls on it. Not that, not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't think it's that one. But yeah, these are really cool. So he's got nine different skulls. That's a really cool mold, and that was a new mold. So and the pirate one. So I wanted to do then. Um, so I got them done, and then everything went to kaput. And a week later, and I haven't painted them yet. Oh, there's something I'll do this afternoon. Yeah. So what a busy week we've had. So all right, back to Heidi's swap. If you want any of her stuff, she's got some cool stuff in America. So Heidi swap, cool zipper bag. We have some washi tape, and they're really cool. They've got bats and ghosts and pumpkins, and I think there's a couple of other things in there when you start to unroll it as well. But anyway, some more washi tape. Lucky bat comes back. All right, so this is ribbon. So just I've got like because I'm a hoarder, a very tidy hoarder, an organised hoarder. I now have 2 sets of this. So this is just some ribbon, and this one here is a bat. So I don't remember how I had that because I didn't look at the last one. So his wings unfold without damaging him, and he's got an accordion book inside him. So that's the bat. You see the wing folded a little bit there, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so that's that now. And this is like cardboard. It's a base or something. And then we have, so this is the Halloween bundle, not including the 2 stamps and the die cut, but all the stuff in the zip bag is a bundle. Comes together. $20, $20 or something USA. So yeah, well I shouldn't say that, should I? So nearly $40 Australian. I didn't admit that. Anyway, some numbers. Maybe 13, 31, take your pick. So I've got some numbers. And once you get stuff like this, you can use them as templates or, like just make more and keep them so you don't use them, use them up. Some windows and a couple of like their frames, a couple of arrows, and see, I've got these as well. You can like use them as a template, make up more and keep the ones you got. So there's 2 black and like 5. Yeah, 5. I remember. Remember that. 5 tags. So there's tags there and them there. And these are like little photo frames. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. These are not one of the ones in the other one was slightly damaged, but yep, they're in good nick. So there's those as well. And finally, my 12 by 12. Now, and it's got some nice pictures in it. Nice. And they're double-sided, which is a problem. Because I got to the side, and now I have 2 lots. So all my 12 by 12 have what's the names and they're categorised and everything because I'm all OCD organised. And it's got a couple of creases in it. Or has it? No. You can feel a bit of a rise at the back, but no, it's not. It's the paper. Alright, so these are double-sided. So you get one of them. How pretty is that? So there's 2 of those. So yeah, if you want the grid and the other side, and I have a couple of problems cutting stuff up like that and using it. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. You want the whole thing, and the ones down the track are like that as well. But like so now I've got what 4? I've got these 2 plus the other 2 out of the other packs, and 4 of them. So that's good. And when I first saw this pack on YouTube, it's like, oh goodness. Anyway, and I was like, oh, I'd love to get that. And I thought, no, 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 no. And then eventually, I think I saw it again or something. And I thought, oh, that'd be so cool. So I did. I ordered it, and now that I've ordered it, and I'm a bit stupid, before Christmas or whatever, and I thought once I've got them, I've got them. You know, I can cut that side up, or I can cut that side up for grunge, for backgrounds or whatever. So, and they were on special. There was a bit of a Christmas special or something or other, so I grabbed them. A couple of mats. What's on the other side? It says all grungy brickwork, and yeah, I love that side, and I like the mat. Now I have four. I don't have such a problem in cutting one up. Oh, bloody hopeless. I mean, this is like I don't want to cut that up. Like, oh, but now I have four of them. So there's that on that side and that on that side. So even they're good for tags, the back of tags or something. So what are those now? And we've got brickwork. What's on the other side? Look at that. I want to cut that up. That's cool. That is so cool. But now I have four of them. And then we've got some wood. What's on the other side? Writing, grungy writing. And we've got them. So that's the pack. That's it. That's done. It's not a bad pack. It's pretty good. So back to this. All right. So I've done the basic green. Now get them out of the way as well. All right. Greens. Filled paint. Bundled sage. Might put a bit of bundled sage in a couple of places. I don't want to go too dark. Yeah, a bit of bundled sage, I think. And the other week, I don't know when it was, I had a couple more oxide pads come. Yeah, I've got everything I need. Yeah, got everything I need now. Keep saying that. Once I get those two A4 shelving system thingies come and get the rest of it, my paper looks good. I've got all my 12 by 12 all organised. And I'll get the other two. I've got the other in a big pile of my coloured papers and God knows what else. And yeah, this is dark. So it's easy getting the other one on. But I don't want to hit this on his hands. Will it be? It's my week. How's yours been? I just cut it, or like me, it will have containers of paper, or like, yeah, they are only 8, 9 years old. Yeah, something like that, Pam. Something like that. So hopefully I'll get another message and my stamps will be here. And then, oh, look out, busy, busy, busy. Right, where else can I put this colour? I went to Office Works. I asked him a couple of, like, I can't remember, there was something I wanted to ask him. And then I got it, brought it home, went to McDonald's, had to get a cappuccino. I was like, I really need a coffee because I've only had a couple of hours sleep and I really like a good cappuccino. So I went to McDonald's, got a cappuccino, driving home, looked at the laptop in the box and go, "Hey, you're going to be good because the storage is less. It's half of what I had, or more, because I think the other one had 2 terabytes. And this one's got 512. I thought, I hope he's right. I hope it's going to be enough storage. I got home and put it on the stand, hooked up the power, but I didn't turn it on. Had a look around and go, oh, you're kidding me, right? You got to be joking. There's no Ethernet port on it. No, no, can't stream without the Ethernet. So, I tried to ring Officeworks. Oh, press 1, blah, blah, blah. If you want to know about products or whatever, go online. And it's like, well, I can't really, well, I put it on my iPad, but it's like, go online and it's like, oh, I forgot. I just want some advice with what I can do. Oh, shit. So, put the old jug holders back on, shoes back on, unpack it, because I don't usually do it, but I thought I hope you're going to be good, so I unboxed it all and put because the recycle was coming, I put the box out in the recycle bin. So I quickly went out and grabbed the box and everything back out, come back in, packed it all back up, put it back in the box. Grabbed my purse, my smokes and my phone and drove back into Geelong, into bloody Office Works. Now I'm walking around, I thought I'd like to get the same guy. Anyway, he did, he come round the corner and he sort of looked and it's like, there's no Ethernet port. Well, I didn't think about that. I said, no, neither did I. And he said, let's have a look. And he said, most of them don't now. And I thought, this is stupid. And he said, there's an adapter. And I thought, more money. So we went and had a look, and he threw that in for me. He said, seeing it because he knew that I come from St Leonard's, and he said, anyway, he said, yeah, I'm going to throw that in for you because you drove all the way back. So that was $27 that I didn't have to pay for. And it was like, that was very nice of him. I don't know. So it's not going to buzz when I try and walk out the door. Is it said, no, I'll walk up with you. So he walked me up to the door. Yeah, it's like, and then when I was driving in, it's like, please, angels, give me a car park, please, because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning now. And I was like, oh, please give me a car park. So I went to the car park office at Office Works, and they've got the boom gate, and you pay and all that shit. Well, the boom was still up, and there was a heap of car parks at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was like, thank you, angels, thank you. You know that I've had enough, and I'm over it. So I got a car park, didn't have to pay because the arm was up. It's like, awesome, thank you very much for that, angels. So, yeah, anyway, so went in, was there like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. He gave me the connection, come back home. It's like, right, let's try again. So I hooked it up, got the Ethernet on, had no trouble hooking up the internet. got it all done because setting things up and it's like, yeah, what headaches are you gonna have? Like, because back in the day, you learn over the years, but back in the day, one headache after another. But this time it was like I sort of knew a bit more what I was doing with connections and hooking up and all that sort of stuff. And when you first get your iPad or your laptop and you're hooking up to Microsoft and you try and log in, oh, you've already got an account. Yes, I know. I want to log in. Um, get a PIN code. We'll send you a PIN code on your email. It's like, oh, well, God, for God's sake, if you didn't have a phone or an iPad, you'd be buggered, wouldn't you? Because you can't get in to get it. Like, anyway, all that stuff, so it was a lot easier this time. So, got that internet back on, got it hooked up, and it's like, excellent. Shit hot. uh, what else do I want? Dark shit. I'm going to do it in pencil anyway, so. This has been my thing about, like, I'm in, like, the colours. I've used pencil, and now I'm using distress ink, but I'm going to go over with pencil anyway. So technically, in my eyes, if you do the background in distress inks, and then you go over and do all the details and that, by the time you're finished, all that distress ink's underneath, and you've just wasted distress ink putting it on for a base. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's when I usually pick mediums. I sort of stick to it because I could go over and do all the details, which I will with this, and all the distress ink would be hidden anyway. But I'm just doing because I thought it'd be quicker, and I want to make this the last part because I want to colour dark fairy tales or something. As you know, it will take me a million years. Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm just doing some dark areas. Bring that in a bit more. I'm just saying, he's pretty evenly matched. There's some real dark area in there. His eyes. See, I'm wanting to move on to pencils so I can do details. Which one was that? Oh, doesn't matter, I'm going to use pencil anyway. I also got two custom blends that turned up the other week. It's a stressing custom blend, so I can make my own custom blends. Of course, you go in and they've got one colour that they've sold out of, so you go somewhere else and look, and it's like they've got another colour. They've got the colour that was sold out, but on this website, they've got another colour. So trying to get them all together on the one bloody site drove me up the wall. And it was distress inks that I wanted in those particular colours. I've got distress inks, but I wanted the refills or something to go. I don't know. Anyway, so I ended up getting the oxides, and they had all the oxides in the right colours and the refills, so I don't have to worry about them again. And it's like, it's never ending. um, don't think I need that anymore. And I also got the square cube, 4 cube thing that was up on the bench here beside. It was beside. It was up on top of my bench where my laptop is anyway, and I decided because I did try it when I first got it. And I thought, no, I don't like that, but I did. I got it and I put it down beside my other one, so I got more bench space and everything. And I put my colouring books and the stuff I use, like my notebooks and stuff I use all the time there. And I got more room, and I like it. I really like it. It was good. Good morning to you, Cassie. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Oh, I love that when you're going to swallow and it just doesn't want to sort of go down. Liking your pencils, Lisa. And your jug holders. Yeah, I know. I've been giggling about jug holders. Yeah, if you heard that, haven't you heard that one before? Yep. Yeah. Mine are beyond it. I don't really need them unless I'm going out. If someone knocks at the door, it's like, shit, I haven't got my jug holders on. Get caught out. It's like, damn. Um, Liking your pencils, Lisa. Pam, she must like them and love them because she hasn't even answered you yet. Lisa, are you there? Oh, several are crumbling. Oh, contact them. They should send you a new set. I honestly, I had no problem with mine. And I knew because of the YouTube video that I did watch, checking out all the colours, had the same problem. And she was like, some people are so damn lucky. I think they sent them to her. I think, if I remember rightly, as well. Um, and contacted them or whatever. I think they sent her another one. But yeah, if they do it, you should yeah, contact them and fingers crossed they'll just replace them. They should replace them. Never heard that one. Oh, really? They're the old jug holders. Alright, now I had two different sets of pencils here for different things. Of course, that was a week ago, so don't expect me to remember that. Um, done his eyes, and I'm not going to touch them anymore. Scales, brown, greens, and yellows. Yep, well, I think that was what I was using. Why did I keep them in a bundle? And the blues in there as well, so I'm not sure. I've done the B, I've done his eyes, scales, and it's like when I finished up, I put them in two bundles, and I'm not sure why. I've done the lavender flowers. It doesn't matter. Um, I want me Posky, but Posca and gold. Oh, the amount of us. Oh, the other day, I just went on Facebook for a minute, and uh, on Treasure Books, one of the posts, there's a lady there. She's taken a picture of her art room, and all she's got capital letters underneath is help. Well, I'd love to help her because I'm obsessed with organising, and her room is just utter bloody chaos. And everyone, is like, I don't see a problem with that. Looks fine to me, blah blah. Looks just like mine and all the rest of it. And I'll post some photos. Oh my god! And even my neighbour up the road, I was telling her, she's doing your head in. I said, it wasn't ever. I just want to go and help organise all these rooms. They've got like this square foot of room with a chair where they can work, and this little path, and everything else is just chaos. You can barely even walk in there. So all my stuff is organised and everything, and I think I've got a fair bit of stuff. But I'm nothing on these other people, some of these people. And I mean, even, colouring books and stuff. Some people got hundreds of them. I've got probably a couple of hundred. I don't know. I haven't counted them, but I've got quite a few. But these art supply, they got stuff stacked to the roof, and they got, it's just like, I couldn't even function. I cannot function until I'm organised. And I should be colouring while I'm talking, but I cannot do that. I have to be organised and it's just utter chaos. And it's like, oh my God, check out their rooms. I just want to go and play and help and organise everything for them. And, absolutely berserk. Why were they bundled up separately? Because I just want to put them together and I don't know that I should. I don't know. I have got Olive Earth 5160, Spruce Green 4000, Gold 0400, Green Shadow 4135, and Chocolate 6600. Yeah, okay, B. I'd love to. Several are crumbling. Never heard that one. Dad calls it an over-the-shoulder boulder holder. Yeah, I've heard that one. Yep. I rarely put one on. I'm wearing those elastic crop bra tops. I don't care. I've got other things to worry about. That's right. Come and do mine. Yeah, I'd love to be. The page is looking great. Thank you, Cassie. Me too. I can't work in chaos. Yeah, no. Making me feel old, B. I remember using that one in high school over the shoulder bolt holder. Hello, Brittany. We might get winter weather, snow, ice, coming weekends and Sunday in Georgia. An inch of snow shuts the cities, etc. down. To you, Mackenzie. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Australia. uh, all right. Yep. Spruce green. I'm just going to do them all like this. I think. Yeah, I don't know why I bundled them in two different colours. Maybe I was using it. There's a blue in there though, or was it? There's blue down here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I'd have to watch the old video probably, which I'm not doing. So my video templates for doing uploads, like if I do a flip through of completed pages where it's gone, and it's like, oh well, it's time for an update. I have to do a new one. Olive, yes, just lightly. I like that green. I like the old paper distressing, and then the spruce green on top. They go really nice together. Not so much that one. Green Shadow is probably the one I should have picked. And me being me, I will do every single one of these bloody scales individually. You know, I like that. But well, I'll make this the last one. It's just going to be repetitive anyway. I don't want to bore you all with that. And just a touch of gold on the ends. She's going to be pretty. So I've got them. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to be his primary colours. Well, that bloody black cat the other night, I could hear him. They were going for it, the two of them, Weasley and that black cat outside. And it's like, quick. So I was in the middle of something, and it's like, I was a little bit slow. I'm kind of like, oh, hang on, I'll just do this bit here, you know. Like, by the time I do that. So I quickly went over and I could hear them. They were really going for it. And quickly pulled up the chain on the blind. Um, and he heard that, and I looked, and the mongrel of a thing is walking across my cat net. I went on to, and because I quickly pulled up the blind, he's like, panic mode. And he's going across my cat net, and he's gone onto the roof, and it was blowing its head off. And it's like, yeah, fall off and break your neck. I love my animals, but it's like, I want to break it. I just want to grab hold of him and shake him, and it's like, don't ever come back. Go away. So I don't know who owns him or whatever, and he sets the dogs off over the back because he walks along the trellis, um, along the fence line behind everyone's houses, and of course I've got the cat net. So he walked across that. And I love animals, like I said, but it's like, I wish I had a broomstick. Cat net. Don't come back. Yeah. So he ended up on my roof. I'll put the hose and put it on stream and just put the hose up there. But I can't do that because I got the cat net that would just spray everywhere and just end up giving myself a shower. So I couldn't do that. I'm just using chocolate in between all these scales. When I do hear them going like that, and Wesley comes inside, it's like, did you win? This is coming from Canada. Um, well, Mackenzie can tell you all about it because she's in Canada. Jugs is quite a London term, yeah. Well, we're, Pommy descent, so a lot of our sayings and our one-track minds and God knows what else comes from the UK from old days. Of course it is. We had to send it somewhere, Bill. Referring to the winter weather coming in parts of the southeast of the US weekend. Yep, it's a four-letter word. Snow. What adult colouring book is this image from? Brittany, this is Raven Feelings, Dreams of Dragons and Dragon King. And it's a beautiful book. There's Grollet. And the Skywatcher. Yeah, it's a nice book. And I love my dragons as much as I love the spooky stuff. Love dragons. Not so much the Chinese dragons, but if it's a proper looking, majestic, handsome stallion looking dragon, yep, love it. I'm not into the um, cartoony dragons, Chinese dragons so much and that stuff. I like proper, a real full on, gonna eat you alive kind of looking handsome, majestic dragons. EBL. Yep, I know. Be right back. Have to have a shower. No worries, B. What adult colouring book is this from? Yeah, I love animals, but have a cat peeping in my front garden. I'll need to broom after you, Heather. Yeah, I know. It's just, and it's the people I want to poke in the head with the broom. It's like, not you, your cat. Some councils will give you a fine if like my neighbour was, and I said, the best thing to do is, how do you catch them? How do you trap them? Well, yeah, leave that up to the council to find out who owns it. If it's registered, they'll find out who owns it. And some councils give a fine if they don't like cats out and about. Fine them. It's got to be curfew. Oh, Brittany, shh. Diane Defars. Doofa. Oh, we're not gonna. Yeah, I'll leave that one alone. Latest adult colouring book is all dragons, but in the style of dragons of the world. Hmm. I've got two dragon books here, and so I've got a hardcover there, advanced colouring book, dragons, and then I saw this one, extreme colouring book, right, dragons, magical beasts. It's exactly the same damn book. So I've got it twice. One's a hardcover, and then I've got this one, which you can see I've never touched. It's very detailed. I've coloured one in the other one. So I don't mind that kind of Chinese dragon. But I look at it now and go, I'll never colour this. Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff. That's all right. I did colour this one in the other one. I made him look like he's up in the sky. Yeah, don't like having stuff like that either. Um, they're not bad. He's not bad. For a Chinese dragon, I like that style. He's not bad, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Um, I don't think. So I look at this book. I'm going, I'm not going to colour that. Don't like that, bitch. Yeah, the fluffy ones that they do in the parades and that I like them, but this picture I'm not a fan of. But I love the ones that they got people underneath and they do them in the big fluffy, never-ending story kind of dragons. They're beautiful. Um, this yeah. So some of this book and I've got two of them. Oh, seriously? Yeah, done like this kind of stuff. Done like this. I like this cubicle with my books, but I'm just gonna make sure I don't push them through the back. Now what? Um, the Anastasia Calder Raven book, they're hoarding material. I love that book. Love that. Love both of them. I think what the other one's called. Um, if allowed, you can use something that makes a loud noise to scare the cat out of you. Yeah, I'm the loud noise. Um, I meant to the dragons to mon. I had dragons instead of dragons in my previous comment. Good night all, thanks for streaming. Haven't been notified since Christmas of you streaming. Oh, reset it, darling. You can unsubscribe, but make sure you resubscribe and get all notifications. Thank you for being here, Kazzy. Take care, girl. If you've got that snow and stuff up there in your way, take care. Send it down to Brittany. She's looking forward to it. In the village, nobody's allowed to have loose animals. This includes cats, so I'm thinking I need to put my first complaint 7 years and never had to. Yeah, no, you need to, it could be a feral cat outside the, look, it could be a cat from outside the community. I don't think that black one lives in the community. I think it probably comes from outside somewhere because it's always around the back fence and everything. But, it can walk across my cat net on my roof. And if it can get down off my roof somehow, it can get into the community. But I don't think it lives here. I've got a cat net. I've done the right thing. My neighbours that used to live here a few doors up, they had two cats. They had a cat net. Um, so I've done the right thing. So I don't know. And even when I was, years ago, my ginger and white cat Tess, um, she's curfewed at night. Just don't feed them so they've got a full belly and go out somewhere and sleep somewhere or whatever. Hard to get in. Make sure they're a little bit hungry, and then when you call them, they come a running. And then it's like, come inside. It's like you're in for the night. Whereas here, Wes could go up to warm night. Like last night, he was in and out, in and out, in and out for ages. And then eventually, I think it was. Oh, I went to bed at 11:30, so a bit about 11:15 or something. You come inside, and it's like good. You casually walk up, shut the door. You're in for the night. there's a couple of times there he's come in for a minute, and I've done something, and he's gone back out because he knows. It's like, I'll quickly get something to eat and then quickly go back out before she shuts that door. So the Aussie Open is on at the moment, and then the Winter Olympics. Yay! Love my tennis, but I'll take the Olympics of any sort any day. Commonwealth Games, Olympics, Winter Olympics, Paralympics. I could watch it all day, every day. So I better do the other side the same. Sorry guys, just going off screen a bit. You could buy the digital PDFs of Angelina Calderina so you can download, print on paper of your own choice, since she is not shipping. Oh, she's not shipping out of her country. No, I have enough books, thank you very much. And digital downloads is just insane when it comes to my journals. Oh, yeah, like I said, I downloaded them onto my new USB, which I got 128 gigabyte. That's a fair bit of storage. And I was going to put my other ones all together onto that one as well, but that's a big task. So, and I'll bugger up my notes, and I'll won't like it, and I'll rewrite them all out again. So I'll just got set up, and it's like just leave it for now. One day maybe, one maybe. But the new SanDisk, the new USB that I got, and I managed to get into my old laptop and got them off. I mean, they're on USB anyway, but it was just my USB's got the PDFs on it as well. I only got the PDFs, and I have to do them without the PDFs, so that's a bit more of a hassle. Whereas if I got my albums without the PDFs, I just transferred it straight over, and I'm pretty sure, I'm positive. All my notes. Right, free space, 88.1 gig. 5,405 items, 26.2 gigabyte on 128 gigabyte SanDisk. So I've still got 88, still got 88.1 free space left. Yeah. And then might just one or two small other things that I grabbed as well that I needed. But yeah, so 5,400 thereabouts. Yeah. Some of them I might never use or print, like for my journals or whatever. But most of it is gorgeous. Like, excuse me, I have a lot of nice pictures. There's not a lot of them are free. Not all of them. Not all of them. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that'll go good in that. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, it's on special, 50% off. Well, I really like that. I'll grab it now while it's on special. But yeah, a lot of freebies. Pay for all of them. I wouldn't be doing it. But I have like, if I don't really, really like it, I'm not getting it. Don't need it. Have to really. I mean, I like what I've got, but there's some more than others. But so if I don't particularly drawn to it, it's like, you Seven Plaza is on YouTube. She's great. She does. junk journals, and it was her birthday the other day, so she did a 10-page freebie. There's vintage labels and all sorts of stuff. That was really cool. It was free. It's on Ko-fi, whichever you prefer. And I was like, they're really cool. I can use them. I love the vintage grungy. They're really cool. So I grabbed them. Well, shut up, Mia. You're having dark between your scales, looks like. No, uh, by the digital pen. Yeah, yeah, no. And of course, all the digitals that are in there. Ugh. I got them on USB. I didn't put them back on my computer. I left them. It's like, well, if I really need them, I'll put them on. But it's just storage on my computer, so they're on my USB. So technically, I don't need them on my computer. This cat lives 2 doors down. Well, if you know who the owner is, like 2 doors down, you know where it comes from. That's a big, big bonus. Because I said to Minette, she goes, I don't know where it lives. I said, no, do you? And I said, no, because if I did, I'd be knocking on their door. Curfew your cat, or I'm ringing the council. Or one day it's just not going to come home. So, now run it over. I wouldn't do that, of course. Um, so I finished. I like them overall, but had an issue with 4 of them. Going to see if that will replace those. They should. I love the way your pick is coming out. Thank you very much, Lisa. If I ever get around to more, it doesn't. I like it on screen. It looks pretty cool, actually. If I don't say so myself. Now picking a colour. I don't want his face dark. I want to keep his face reasonably light. Oh dear, but yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if you could hear him just then out there. And when I reloaded my Logi and everything, and I first did it onto OBS and that, it's like, do I really need like the sound? So I've not put my Logitech source sound on there. I've just not touched the sound at all. I've just left it on auxiliary. And yeah, obviously you can all hear me because I've had no complaints. So it's all good. And I don't need it on there. Awesome. Something else I don't have to do. These are people who volunteer themselves on their own to do this. As long as it is fair use and no restrictions, but not to sale, at least here in the USA, is fair game as far as the images and photos go. When I started colouring, I was wild, saying, saving and buying PDFs, and I have thousands. I printed maybe 30. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, backed off. Got on this with Brittany about the dragons. It's like, shh, talk to the hand. I gotta know. And if I see something, I've always been obsessed with pictures since I was a kid. Like, I'd sit there, and I love picture books. Like, I'd sit there and, like, nature and stuff. Like, had, not kids' books, like proper books. If we went to visit someone when I was a kid, relative or something like that, and they're watching the Sunday footy and bored shitless, if they had a shelf full of books and stuff, could be Outback Australia, it could be whatever, I'd sit there and just grab their books and just go through and look at all the pictures and stuff. I like captions. I read captions, but I ain't gonna sit there and read pages. I wasn't a fan of reading. Pictures say, just look at the pictures. That's what I like to do. Look at the pictures. So used to enjoy doing that. But if I see something, I mean, even that Heidi swap that I went through before, um, the pit, the moon and the trees and stuff, and it's like just pictures, and I'll see it. It's like, oh, like I gotta have that. Like I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. And yeah, and then eventually, if it disappeared, like a book's out of print or anything, you can't get it anymore. It's like, oh, I wish I had got that. Um, you grab it while you can, I suppose. I was saying to my neighbour yesterday, I went up and, like the books, I said, like she said, something come up and, like, because I've got no family, that was what would happen to the books. I said, well, everyone in chat used to sit there and squabble about, oh, we'll come over and raid your house and grab all your art supplies. And, if anything happened to me, I said, I'll leave them a will and they can all come over and just squabble over the art supplies and ship them back home. And she was saying a couple, I said, yeah, but the trouble is, like, people that, like we're getting on in life and giving it to someone who's like, how do I say this nicely? If you're in, like, someone, like, she's, like, her cleaner, Bev. And she said, what about Bev? I said, but she doesn't use, colouring books and pencils. She doesn't do that type of art. She likes making cards and stuff. And I said, she's no spring chicken. Like, she's, getting up. And she said, she's younger than us. Yeah, but not by a lot. So the amount of, I mean, like I said to her, I could drop dead tomorrow. But you could be 90 years old and still doing art, or you give it, you give it to someone in their 70s and what, how many years of use are they going to get out of it? Do you know what I mean? Like, she, there's someone young who's going to get many, many years of use out of it. So it'll all just get thrown in the bin. And can't you leave it to someone? And it's like, well, yeah, the people in chat, but, like, I live overseas. A lot of YouTube is American. And there's people from all over the world, but a lot of American, you'd have to get it shipped home and all that sort of stuff, and which is not my problem because I wouldn't be here. I'd be looking down laughing, good luck getting that home. And it'll get chucked out. I said, I've got thousands of dollars worth of stuff there, like books. My biggest book, which is my James Cordier, it's the only thing I can see. Oh my god, it's called. Um, yeah, calling wires out. Mysterious, intrepid colouring. Um, yeah, Wildebourne, that's the one. You know, that book was $150. I wouldn't say that, did I? That's a huge book. Now I can't get it back in. I knew that would happen. Hang on. That, like a set of pencils, I said, and if they don't know what they're looking at, like a pair of, a set of, current gas or something, $500 for a set of pencils. And it's like, oh, they're just pencils. Treat them like Aldi's pencils, just throw them in the bin. And that kills me. Like, that stresses me out. Big, big, big time. Like art supplies, I love them. I hope I'm around for a long time to at least use them. Some of them, whatever. But it does stress me out. It stresses me out about leaving this planet and my art supplies and what's going to happen to them. I'm dead, so it's not really going to matter, but it stresses me out to the max. Like all these wonderful art supplies and that, what's going to happen to them, like, freaks me out. As well, so yeah, yep, sounds good. I told my family to put out all my scrapbooks. Perhaps goodies, colouring books and pencils, etc., and anyone is welcome to it all. Well, that's it. As long as they're going to appreciate it and know what it is, and that's fine. That's perfect. That is just fine. But for someone, to come along and chuck it all in the skip and chuck it, in landfill or whatever. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna turn into a poltergeist. I'd just be oh no. Just the thought of that. No, I'll let go of that. But love this colour, the spruce green. It's a bluey green. It's very pretty colour. Well, I hope they replace your pencils, and so they should. You send them a photo and go direct to Irwin. They should very well replace it. I do enjoy colouring still. I don't think that will ever change. And I just sit here fiddling, watching the Olympics or tennis or movie or whatever, and just get into what you're doing and all these scales. He's going to be pretty, I think. It's going to take quite a while with everything else that I want to do. And if my stamps arrive today, I've dyed paper, brush crystals, and tea dye and whatever. I could do with a heap more. But getting some of this done and wanting to do all that as well. Sometimes it's like, should have just stuck with my colouring books. I love the digitals. I love the art supplies. I love the stamps now, like the clear stamps, and I love spooky stuff. But I love my stamps and all the stuff that I have learnt making masterboards and making tags and bits of old material and cotton sticking off and you know a bit of dyed grungy looking old titty tatty tannery old calico stuck on there and things sticking off here, there, and grungy and old and antique looking at like you found it in the attic and it's been up there for 200 years, like I love it. Absolutely. And just the colour, when I showed you the contact paper before that's got alcohol, inks on it, the colours that just come out. It's not here now, it's in the front room. I did some vellum with brush crystals and the dark grey colour, this beautiful colour. I absolutely love the colour of it. And well, I don't really like to, but yeah, Tony that does stuff, although she's good with what she does. Um, she'll get something that's like, yeah. But look at that, that's just so awesome. Like it looks, oh, love that. Like just simple thin colours on it. The way it turns out. Even colouring this guy, just these five pencils and just the colours that come out. Really, like, I love the colours. Love those two together, which I do all the time. I love those two colours together. Oh, they're really nice together, and so even with colouring, the same thing applies. I'm liking the gold tips on the end of his scales, feathery scales. They don't look like leathery hard scales. He looks soft. He looks soft. Like a leafy sea dragon. Do I do this next week? Because it's just going to be repetitive. It's just going to be the same thing. Or do I move on to... I already know the answer for this one. Dark fairy tales. For some reason, I've got an itch for colouring dark fairy tales. So I love alien worlds too. I love a lot of my books, and it's like, yeah. As you get older and almost not colouring, keep one set and 2 to 3 books and donate to uni TAFE that has art department. I had thought about that too, like art uni, you know, yeah, donate them to a university art department. I have thought about that. I would love to see you do some of your masterboards and journal pages. Oh, yeah, dark fairy tales. Yeah, I guessed as much. Have mine out right now. Oh, cool. I would love to see you do some of your masterboards and journal pages. I'm slow on screen. I'm slow colouring, but making decisions about covering stuff. Like you got this gorgeous picture, and say it's a tag, and you got this gorgeous picture, and then you got to stick stuff all over the top of it. What's the point of that picture being there? It's like doing distress ink underneath, and then I'm going to cover it all with pencil. What's the point of the distress ink being there? Yeah, colours do come through and all that, but you got to cover it all. So I could have saved my distress ink and just used the pencils. I've got this tag, this beautiful picture, but I'm just going to cover it up, stick stuff on it. Or I've got this beautiful picture with a moon, and and I'm just going to cover it up. I have a hard time with doing that. Doesn't matter wherever. Yeah, that beautiful picture with that full moon and in the forest or whatever, but and cover it up. I don't. It was never been my intention to stream journals because, like I said, I'm so slow, and there are so many good ones to watch. And if you do want to watch any of that, I will go ahead and Crafty by Tony. She does awesome stuff. Seven Plaza, Margaret. She's Dutch in Netherlands. She does really good stuff. Tracy Fox Creative does really good stuff. She's been a bit quiet. She's had to back off a bit because they take too much on board. There's another one there that drives me nuts with her damn singing. Um, drives me insane, but she's good with what she does. I love her tags that she did for last year. Creep on June, they're awesome. Um, there's some really good ones to watch. And even they'll admit, trying to make the decisions for stuff is part of the longest process. But for me, it's like colouring. It's like I can't make a decision. I'm doing the front room and it's like I really want that paper out there, but I'm worried about the weight on the shelf. And it's like, but the weight's in there. It's the same thing. I'm just bringing it out there. And it's like, I had them on the shelf and I thought, no, I want them out there. All together. Got my 12 by 12s in that and 2 shelves there. and I've got my A4 coming, and they'll all be there, and they'll all be all my pretty papers, most of them, 98% of them, my pretty papers will be there all together. And I'm just going to go, oh, I want that one. Oh, I want that one. Instead of being stacked in containers or stacked on top of each other. And, and when they're like that, I can't be bothered. I'm lazy. I can't. It's just a bloody hassle to get them out. And I won't want to do it. Whereas if it's easily accessible, I mean, I love these, like, all my distressing, all 73 of them are in here. And apart from these ones here, they're all, like, I can see what colours they are. If they're all stacked on top of each other, it's like, yeah, I can't see what I've got. I don't like it. I can deal with that, just these ones being stacked, but the majority of them I can see, and I like that. I can see what I've got. I've got nice boxes there. I don't want to put it in a box. I can't see what's in there. I like to be able to see what's in there. Oh, for God's sake, uh, our little input, what's the word? You know the one. So I think these are coming up from his arm. They're frills on top of his arm or the back of his arm. I was looking down here. I'm trying to get anatomically trying to figure out exactly what's what. There's a couple of lines down here. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what they are. He's got his palms there, and then his arms are here. So he must be like that, like that, holding. So the wrist part is in the yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to figure it all out. It's got to make sense. I drew a picture years ago I really liked when I was using a black felt pen and graphite, and I drew this picture. I really like it. It's quite detailed. I go, what the hell is that? And I'm drawing it, so to not know what it is and draw it, it really does help to know what it is. And I started and everything, and I was doing it. Oh, it's a bloody bear skin on top of him. And once I knew that, it was like, right, okay, makes sense now. I know what it is. Slightest tinge of gold, very, very light. And what I was getting at before, because I think they're frills coming from, I don't know, from the back of his forearm or something. I don't know, sticking up so you can see them in the picture, but this is actually the darker side, and this is the end, the tops of them. So I'm doing this side darker than up here. Not that so thick, but that's all right. I'm happy with my colour choice. Like the spruce green and the gold together are really pretty. The spruce green and green shadow blending together work really well together. And he lives in lavender bushes, spying on the bees. Got into this. So he's green. So he can camouflage himself. And it's fun when you're colouring, you can make a story up as you go. Yeah, still don't know why I've got this bundle out as well. I know I put them in two different bundles, but I don't know why. Anyways, very tough. Oh, okay, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I thought Lisa did. Yeah, Dark Fairy Tales, so did Pam. I have mine out right now, but won't buy Amazon printed adult colouring books like the RJ Hampson ones without buying them in the digital file. I need to email him to ask him why he's charging more. Same adult colouring books of his in a digital PDF format on his own website because I'm curious. Yeah, you do that. Get on to him, Brittany. You tell him, sweetheart. Yeah, Pam, Dark Fairy Tales. Yeah. Do any of them? Yeah, they all do lives. Do you still watch that guy whose flowers caught fire? He hasn't streamed for quite a while. He's got some personal anxiety issues going on, so he's been really, really quiet. And he started doing like not the laser. Yeah, it was a laser printer or something onto the resin, and he did a fairy, and it looks fantastic. But we're not all gonna, someone, and I agree with them in comments, said, if that's what you're gonna do now, then I'm out. I'm gonna unfollow because, you know, we're not all gonna go out and run out and buy a bloody laser printer and stuff. It looks amazing on the resin, but yeah, we're not all gonna run out and do that. But he hasn't streamed for not kind of good for me because I can back off and not keep up with us, I back off. With having to watch and I take notes and all that sort of stuff. But for his sake, I hope, he's on the mend. Very much so. I try to say things nicely without sounding horrible. Yeah. So for me, I don't have to take notes and watch. It's just one more video that I don't have to watch. Sounds terrible. Um, yeah, just the stuff. Hello, darling. No, don't read it. I can't because if you don't do it, still actually got me. Yeah, he hasn't streamed for quite a while. It's been a few months. Good morning to you, Lisa Fitzpatrick. How are you, sweetheart? Really? It's your birthday in 15 minutes. What? It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I'd go and open a bottle of champagne for you. But then I'd have to drink it all myself. I haven't even got a bottle of champagne. Oh, happy birthday, darling. I hope you get something really nice. Art supplies that can, sit there and look pretty. Um, I despise the fact that the refills of the distress ink pads and the distress oxide pads beside them being small are expensive. Well, I bought the small ones I didn't want the big ones because of storage and they were cheaper. And as it turns out, I have all 73 distressed inks in the minis. A couple of big ones because I don't think they were in the small at the time. Now I've got two big custom blend, and they look awesome. If you want to do ombre or anything like that, they look amazing. Um, which is from Tony. She did that with the distress ink. I know this. Rusty hinge, carved pumpkin, scattered straw, and the darkest one is espresso coffee, if I remember rightly. So espresso coffee, rusty hinge, carved pumpkin, and scattered straw, and the ombre of it looks awesome when she uses it. And you use it on a stamp like Halloween or or wording or whatever, and the ombre of it, it looks amazing. It looks really cool. And they were only $6.99 each, actually. So I grabbed two of them. That's stupid. Um, and then as for the oxide, well, I bought big pads with them, and I love the oxide sprays. I love them. And with the refills, well, you can spend the same price. This is a catch-22. You could spend the same price on getting the refill bottle, which is the same as, or almost nearly the same as a pad. And then once you've got the pad, you just refill, or not bother with the refill and just buy a new pad when it runs out. That's 22 there. Either way, you're either spending money on a new pad or you're spending money on a refill, and you've still got the pad that you had for, yeah, whatever. Like, but my oxide pads that I've got, and I did grab a couple more, arrived the other week, because monkey see, monkey do. And I've got a few there now. Hang on, doesn't matter. I'm better at the moment. I've got pain and spinal issues that chronic and vocal cords are damaged, and they take years, if ever, to heal. So having breathing issues and sound awful. But it's not my lungs. Well, you need your lungs to breathe, so that's a good thing. Yeah, she has been in the war. It's been awful. Did you hear about how the cars are? Oh, not doing well. They're doing another colourist. Oh, so she's. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I am on any prescribed medicament with breathing issues and only learning and using new forms of humour that don't involve using your mouth. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for being here. Bye, sweetheart. It's been a bit of a mixed bag kind of stream, but mine usually are. Colouring, show and tell, gas bagging, sidetracked, the usual. I've been rough. I have had chest infections. I couldn't breathe on Friday, and there were no doctor's appointments. It was bad, like, being off sick from work this week, so silver lining. Oh, darling, that's no good. Drooling over the inks. Yeah, I hope he doesn't bring any more colours out. Really, seriously, don't bring any more colours out. Oh, birthday in a minute. Thank you, Pam. It's going to be pretty shit. There's no one is coming near me. Tries to catch this thing. Oh, sweetheart. Bye, Lisa, with the best name. You may be missing the stress in your picket fence colour, if nothing else. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not. Picket fence right here. No, I got picket fence. I got them all. And I got two custom blends. No, I got them all. They're all minis underneath. It's just these ones had to be big because they didn't have small ones or and the custom blend, well, goes without saying. Let's get the big ones now. I love the oxide, but I love the spray. Shut up and colour. 2 hours is nearly up already. Where's my stamps? Delivery. Come on. Like when they, I wanted my housework done, which I had. I mean, I'm clean and tidy, as you know, but I hadn't done it for a couple of weeks, just bits and pieces. Always clean and tidy, but yeah, just vacuum, do it properly, got that done, and everything else that I needed to do. And it's like, right, I need to be ready for these stamps because when they turn up, it's like, look out, bit of a shadow under there for his gilly frill, neck frills, but very minimal. Can't even see it. Um, yeah, I'm struggling. I need a white colour. That's why I've been using the blender pencil on this picture because I don't want to change the colour. I just want to blend it, literally blend it and push it around a little bit, like so. Well, I've enjoyed today's stream. It's been a mixed bag. It's been chit chat. It's been a bit of a booty haul, a bit of show and tell. Sitting outside having a smoke in the garage before I started streaming. It's like, well, I'll stream and then what will I do? It's like, I don't know. That's not usually the case. Usually, Tuesdays turn out flat out. I stream, put stuff away, make a fresh coffee, have a smoke, get on with stuff. I'm itching for my delivery, my stamps to turn up. I've got one, I've got the other one. But I'm itching for those A4s to turn up in Shelby, but that won't be till next week. They're predicting the 28th, but it's already halfway between the Gold Coast and Melbourne or wherever it is, somewhere in Queensland. It's already past Brisbane. No, it's halfway. I think it was halfway between Brisbane and Melbourne. So, and they only sent it out yesterday, and I ordered it Sunday night. I think so. It's pretty good. Um, they're a bit slow over Christmas, obviously, but no, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. But I want them now. Get on with it. I think I might put that away. I really don't know why I had them out. Yeah, there's a bit of a mark there. on screen adjust. Hope you feel better soon. I bought myself a new colouring book for my birthday. I got my own girl. As well, 7 Kigali, Green Portraits and Wild Dream colouring book by Emmanuel Column. Are you going to use them, Lisa? Or are you going to be like me and a lot of others? You're going to sit there and they're going to look pretty and go to dust. Took bloody 3 days to get to see a doctor. They kept trying to send a blinking ambulance. Oh, God. Really? Does anybody here know if Hannah Carswell is still dealing with a brain tumor? I don't know, Brittany. Yeah, it's been great. It sounds like she's reverted back. You know, word, like gone back, gone backwards medically. I can't think of the what's it called? Do you have any more information on Walker isn't feeling well? Sit, sit there and look pretty. Yeah, that's the one. You know me so well. Oh, I know you better than what you think. Absolutely, girl. Yeah. Happy birthday, darling. Break out the champagne and dance down the street naked in your birthday suit, saying it's your birthday. Uh, yes, I know. Because a lot of us do it. But those photos, like when they were showing their craft rooms and that, and it's like, oh my God, I'd love to get my hands on them. But yeah, the ones that I mentioned earlier, they do stream. 7, Margaret, she did a personal tour of her room. Oh, God. She has a lot of stuff. And it took me about 3 days to get over it. She's got an archive room with shelving in there, and she's got stuff on there, and she got they're big wide shelves, so she's got. Thought I was bad. She got books at the front, and then there's another. The shelves are wide enough that she's got a stack at the back as well. But she's got two of a lot of books. Thought I was bad. Ah, and all the stuff that she's got, and it's like. I mean, it's her organised chaos. It's hers. It's how she likes it or whatever. But it did my head in for about 3 days, and it's like, oh, I wish I could go over there and just organise it. To her, I suppose it's organised. Organised chaos. To me, it's just an absolute goddamn nightmare. It's like, I want to get in there and just sort it all out. But that's the way people, it's their stuff. It's the way they've organised it. To them, it's organised. To me, it's not. To me, it was a nightmare. Oh, well, if it was mine, I'd have the shelves that way. I mean, it's a small, narrow room, but if it was mine, I'd have try and put the shelves like a library, so you can walk in between each aisle. Because when you've got them stacked up against the wall and you've got all that stuff in behind, it's the same thing like I was saying before. If you've got a stack of papers and you want the one that's down the bottom, it's like, can't be bothered getting that out. You don't use it. It just sits there. Um, but I don't know that her room. I don't think she'll ever watch this. Sorry, Margaret, if you do. But I don't think her room is wide enough to have the shelves going that way, so you can walk in between each, so you can get to that side of the shelf and that side of the shelf. I don't know that her room is wide enough to have the shelves like that, so they're all up against the wall. But then you got all the stuff stacked in behind, and that's just nah, no. It's got to be something better than that. And I mean, we can only do what we've got, It's like, well, get some shelving put in. So people can't afford to do that. I'll get some more, storage boxes or do. maybe they can't afford to do that. You know, like we've all got different individual circumstances. Thank God I had the money for a new laptop. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I don't travel. I don't use my car that much. I only to do basic shopping. So my money goes on art supplies. My little old disability pension goes on art supplies. My neighbour up the road wants me to help her be able to, because she knows nothing about computers pretty much, and she wants me to help her. I gave her my old laptop, not the one that I killed, the one before that, and get her photos onto USB and how to use it and all that sort of stuff. And because she's on NDIS, she has fun. She's allocated some funds towards that. And I haven't worked in years, and I don't really want to. I said, look, I'm happy to do it for now. I just want to teach. I'll just teach you and show you how to, teach you how to use it. But you can get paid for it. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to be paid. It's got get an ABN number, and it's like, but I don't. Oh, that reminds me, I get an ABN number. I could put that in for an affiliation with them. Thought, not that matters. That's a tuppence what you get. It doesn't. That I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that on YouTube. But yeah, that was because when I did try and have a look at it, it said, "Oh yeah, ABN number." I was like, "I don't have an ABN number." I will have. I have to get one. I don't want it. I don't want to stir up a can of worms. Well, I haven't worked in years, and I'm only allowed to earn a certain amount a fortnight before it affects my pension. So I'm really not doing that. And I have to declare anything that she pays me to teach her how to use the computer. So, but that extra bit back in the account to replenish from art supplies and buying a new bloody laptop, because these unplanned things do happen, would be nice. And all I have to do is sit there and talk and teach her how to use it. I'm not using my feet, not walking around for hours on end. I tell you, when I did that ACDC concert walking home, holy shit. Oh my god, my feet. Oh, it's like I can't do this. No. No. I'm in agony. And that was for pleasure, not for work. That was for a concert, and my feet were just killing me. I was like, no more concerts for me. I can't do it. It's going to go very light, well, for me anyway. Pretty light because it doesn't take much to go from dark. There's a spot there that won't take colour, so a here blender pencil does the job. There you go. Yep, so I guess this is just going to be repetitive. It's just the same 5 pencil over and over again, doing the whole lot of him, and then he'll be done. So, as much as I won't finish him on stream, should be used to that by now. I won't finish on stream. I will show you when he's finished. Whenever that is. I have no idea when I'll get to that. But it is a fair bit of work in doing him the way that I'm doing him now. If I stop chatting and stuff. Yeah, anyway, I'll finish it. And I suppose next week I'll start on fairy tales. Which page, I don't know. Have no idea. I love the whole book. So I don't know which page. Thank you, Bridget. Oh. Running Jim is back and not responding to her treatments. Oh, shit. The books are all still in packaging, waiting till birthday morning to unwrap them. Oh, you got patience. That's patience, Lisa. I mean, you know what's there, but even, like Christmas this year, it's like, I know what's there, but I'm not waiting. I need to get it out, put it away now. Oh, that's not good. Yes, some people's rooms are amaze balls. Just cost them a fortune. Yeah, they always make me feel better as I have so little compared to them. I couldn't handle having all that stuff. I'd be forever. I'd be forever reorganising it. Ah, hello. Yeah, do more organising than making. I need a sign that says welcome to the bathroom. That cat will follow you in since my emotional support cat has decided he is going to follow me in the bathroom a lot of times when I go. A bit of company for you, Brittany. Yeah, I've looked at the box for a week. Not long to go, girl. Well, you did say 15 minutes. You're going to wait till the morning and torture yourself a bit more. Thing is, you know what's in it, though. Well, dark fairy tales. Yeah, I think so. I'm just, yeah, I want to colour, yeah, I've got an itch to colour dark fairy tales. Yeah, without thinking about any other books there that I'd like to colour. Mythic World, Alien World, all the rest of them, and other books, and Clara's books, and, yep, and a couple of whips, and get the ink house finished, and, far out. We know, we're all in the same, a lot of us are in the same boat. Keep moving it, lifting it up. Just open it. Be done with it. Do it, do it, do it. All right, like I said, I will finish this off stream because it's just repetitive. I will show you when it's finished. It's just the same thing. 5 pencils, colouring in. Next week I will pick a page, who knows what one, and I'll do Dark Fairy Tales. Thank you all so much for being here today. It's been a cool stream. It's been a variety, a bit of this, a bit of that. You take care of yourselves, guys. Hope you're watching the Australian Open, no matter where in the world you are. Open your box, Lisa. Happy birthday to you, sweetheart. Take care of yourselves. Be wet for a shower. Hope you enjoyed your shower, B, because I'm no longer going to be here. Sorry it was late. Fell asleep. It was great to have you here, girl. That was a bit of a shock to have you come in. It was awesome. Nice surprise. You're welcome. Have a great birthday, sweetheart, no matter, you know, if you're quarantined. People are avoiding you like the plague. Yeah, all have too many on the go. Yeah, I don't like too many whips because it just, yeah, no, no, try not to. Take care of yourselves, guys. That's been an interesting stream. That's been my week. It's been an expensive week. Scream. There's my Paddy. He's fluffy and cute, and he's got a really beautiful, um, soft, gentle personality. Like that's what he reminds me of. He's really sweet. Got a really sweet personality. That's what I'm seeing in him anyway. Half out loud. Yeah, I'm like the original packaging. Enjoy the gifts, Lisa. Bye, everyone. Love you all. Love you all too. Take care of yourselves. Bye. See you next week. Be good.